Yeah, we all heard about her marriage. It was all in the newspaper and everything because she threw a surprise wedding. Hey guys, welcome to our channel. If you are new, if you're not new, welcome back, Sugar and Spice gang. I am Sugar. This is Spice. Today we will be reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 3, Episode 3. But before we get into that, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you get notified whenever we do new videos. Also, make sure you follow us on all our socials at Sugar and Spice 88 on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter. All right, let's get into it.
So we start off the scene with Mel pretty much explaining that she has extended an olive branch to Tisha, and we see Tisha coming on in, and she has brought Mel some champagne. It's actually some chocolate infused champagne, which is a new business venture that her and Marsau are starting.
I was surprised and happy that Mel invited me over to her house. I mean, it shows that we're both trying to move forward in the right direction. And these are baby steps that's needed in any type of relationship.
No, Tisha, I see Mel is willing to move forward and
Where's your right for that?
Because it's like she's the one who extended it. You just showed up. You're ready to receive.
She came to your graduation party. She got you the massage, remember?
Yeah.
Where's your
So, no.
You coming is the effort, I guess?
Tisha goes on and she says how busy she is, balancing everything between the restaurant, the cigar week coming up in Texas, the champagne bottles, and possibly opening up another restaurant soon. So, shout out to Tisha and Marsau. They're doing their thing. And Mel says, well, it could get like that. It gets real busy. You don't want to lose yourself. You don't want to lose yourself in lose your marriage in the whole work. So Tisha says that's one of her fears. So Mel asks, how is your marriage going? I don't know. I don't like this. I don't want Mel to ask about their marriage. Yeah. I feel like y'all already had a lot of...
Let's not go into those waters.
Let's stay out of that ocean.
Stick to the rivers that you're used to.
Like,
don't do that.
Now, Mel gave her some great advice.
True.
But,
it's touchy.
Well, Tisha says, we just want to bring the romance back. We have 15-year anniversary coming up. I want to celebrate. I want to, not feel like everything is taken over by work. And Mel says, just make sure that you both are on the same goal. It's okay to grind, but you want to make sure both of you are both grinding for the same reason. And you also want to make sure that, at the end of the day, you're on the same page. Then, Tisha says that, date night is Thursday and, we be missing it sometimes. And Mel's like, well, just make sure that that's something that he wants to do too. And, you should hit up Dr. Francis. It never hurts to talk to somebody. And Tisha actually receives that. And I think that's a great, advice. Like, at the end of the day, good, bad, indifferent, wherever y'all are in y'all marriage, it's always great to have somebody to talk to and see if you can always make it better. So, it's looking good for Tisha and Mel.
So, Martell goes to his mother's house. They're sitting down, they're talking. And he basically tells her about his interaction with Mel and her mom, Vanessa Van. And he says that, yeah, me and Mel were talking and she slammed the door in my face, which I don't remember that happening. I don't know if it got cropped out, edited, or he lying again. But I don't remember that happening. But anyway, I digress. So he says, Mel closed the door in my face and then it came to the door. And, I tried to be nice. You know how Martell tells a story like, oh, I'm just... halo over my head, Martell, and people were just so mean to me. I don't know. So he's like, yeah, I tried to go in for a hug and be congenial, and she just denied my hug, and she was disrespectful, and she was going in on me, and this and that.
Trying to get his mom riled up.
Exactly. It seems like you want her to kind of jump in the conversation, and affirm whatever you're saying, and say something negative about the other party,
right?
So The mom basically says, like, you know, let's not do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she needs to stay out of it. Whatever happened between you and Mel happened between you and Mel. I stay out of it myself. I mind my business.
Right.
And she should do the same thing and just let y'all work it out. And, you know, he's like, yeah. And she said she wants to meet up with me and talk. What you think about that? And she's like, look, just keep it positive.
Right.
Which is great advice. And that's all y'all need to be doing.
Yep.
All the extras, cut it out. It just needs to be, we don't even have to like each other. We just have to be congenial enough to be able to exchange the kids and have a positive environment for them. So when they see us together, it's not a knockout, drag down, fight, scrap, all this extra stuff. It's just like, oh, hey, yeah, oh, yeah, Leilani, okay, cool, woo, woo. And that's it.
Right.
So, yeah, listen to your mama, Martell. You didn't before, but listen to her this time.
Yeah.
Keep it cute. So, we open up at Blaque, the cigar lounge, and Marsau is giving a little pep talk to the employees, coaching them what's going on, what they should do. And in his confessional, he's like, really, Jaylen should be doing this. I need him to step it up. I need him to be more of a leader. So then Jaylen and Marsau have a sit down. Marsau makes it seem like he's kind of giving him a little pep talk. You know, yeah. You know, you have a great personality and you're outgoing. Jaylen's like, stop right there. Maybe you don't know me like that, bro. Because I'm not outgoing. If it's not around people I'm comfortable with, I'm not outgoing. You just think I am because you only see me around people I'm cool with. So he says, well, I don't feel like that's true. I feel like you do. I feel like our guests need to see that. In Jaylen's confessional, he's like, I'm not a people person. I don't know what this man talking about.
Shout out to Jaylen with the confessional.
Okay. Whole family getting on.
You feel me?
Jaylen says, I'm not a people person. And he says, Marsau wants me to be slick and a smooth talker like him. And also he says, Marsau's good at talking, but he's not good at teaching. Shots fired. Jaylen not playing with you. So Marsau asked Jaylen, so how do you feel about your performance? He says, I feel like for someone with no experience that didn't get no training, I'm doing pretty good. So Marsau said, oh, so your excuses aside. Jaylen said, hold up, bro, we ain't doing that. What excuses? Jaylen says in his confessional, I was promised on-the-job training, which I did not receive. But then every time something goes wrong or I do something wrong and I didn't know, they're coming at my neck.
Right.
Which is not fair. And he says that Marsau and Tisha never take accountability, which we know is true.
Yeah.
Because throughout the whole show, they rarely ever take accountability for things. So
he brings up this whole thing with cups. And then he's like, yeah, you need to tell me how many cups you need. And Jaylen's like, but then you'll say, tell me how many cups you need, but then the next day you'll tell me, deal with what you got. So which one is it?
Right.
Like, then Marsau brings up this other analogy. He's like, we driving in a car, and your passenger go to sleep. You got to keep your hands behind the wheel. What are you talking about? Jaylen's like, what are you talking about? He's like, there's nobody else in the car. Yeah, there's two other people in the back seat in the car. What are you talking about?
Shout out to Jaylen being direct and not being
afraid
to
love
speak
the directness.
Because Marsau is playing right now.
He is playing.
Don't tell me that, oh yeah, whatever you need, yeah, I got you. Yeah, on the job training. And then when the time comes to it and I'm asking for it, you're like, well, you need to take initiative. You need to make do what you got. No, I asked for training. I want training. Do you not want me trained?
Right. So then Jaylen says, listen, you know, I feel like I need somebody who has more experience in the business here, somebody that we can hire like an assistant GM or something along those lines that can help me with the behind the scenes things and the on the job stuff. So then Marsau actually concedes. He says, you know what? I could do that. He goes to his professional and he says, you know, Jaylen, that's my nephew. I want to see him succeed and I'm going to give him the tools that he needs to do so. And we should be able to go from here.
As you should. So Martell goes to meet up with Melody's mom, Van. And she says that, look, Martell, I'm not here to place blame. I'm not here to argue or anything like that.
I can't argue with you. No.
You know, I'm just here to clear the air. And I just want to get my point across. And my point is that it's hard to move on and heal when you keep doing things that are causing harm. And she says, she brings up how he posted on Instagram and said that she was keeping him away from his kids. I don't know how the heck the grandmother can keep you away from your kids, but I don't know. And she says, that was a blatant lie and I would never do that. And it hurt her feelings. In typical Martell fashion, he, tries to get defensive and tries to, well, if Mel wasn't disrespectful to me, then I wouldn't have had to get out here and cheat. And then she's like, okay, we're not, she kind of just closed that up really nicely. And she's like, look, I'm going to go ahead and say that I forgive you for all the tomfoolery. And let's just make a promise that from here on out, we will not ever again, if we have an issue, no matter what, post it on social media or bring it to the public. We will deal with it in-house as a family. And we will continue to build a positive relationship so that these kids can have a village and, just see a good environment around them.
Yeah.
As you should. And then at the end of it, then Martell apologizes.
Right.
Martell is draining.
Yeah.
Y'all divorced and you still don't want to take any accountability. It's really weird. It's just super weird.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so they ended off that scene. Nice, positive, good. We're for the kids.
That's it. Team
Do what's best for the kids. Okay.
So then we move on to Tiffany and her husband Louis. We find out that they both each have teenage sons, only 1 year apart. She says his son is the 15-year-old and her son, the one that she gave birth to, is the 14-year-old.
I was like, why is she describing it like that?
Very weird. She says that the boys get along really well. They feel like brothers. She also says that they've been married for almost a year. So then she does this weird thing. I don't know. It's like a weird stage kiss in the confessional.
Can I kiss you?
You happy now?
Listen. Tiffany is giving me very
Kenya. She's giving me Kenya from Real Housewives of Atlanta. I want to pretend everything's pretty and perfect, but really it's not. And also Misery Loves Company.
So then she brings up Mel and she brings up everything that she's been going through, with working and that she wants to have a HBCU with the interns and all this stuff. So she says that Mel is doing awesome. They also open up a little bit about how they've both been through a divorce. And his perspective struck me a little bit. He said that if y'all sitting there arguing and stuff is not getting better, you need to exit stage left. And I get that, but I don't know. It really seemed very dismissive, it's not working, I'm done type of thing. When divorce is a lot more complicated than a math equation, So then Tiffany says that she has been invited to a brunch. She might know who Destiny is. No, in fact,
I might have one time.
Maybe I might know her now.
I knew in the preview you were gonna get on my nerves.
Yeah,
I knew it.
She's agitating me.
So then we switch to an unnecessary scene where Tisha is talking to Marsau, and she's basically saying, well, we were already supposed to have a week together. Some stuff went wrong with their business. Now it's already cutting some of the time out of our week. We need to make time for romance. And he's like, girl, if you want me to put it on you, just say that. I got you.
I got you.
She's like, no. I said a romance.
Oh,
Marsau, he over here talking in riddles. Ain't no romance without finance. Ain't no finance without me.
Oh my gosh.
Drop the name of that song in the comments if you know it. No romance without finance. If y'all know that song,
that's a song?
Yes, I am a very old woman. Drop that song in the comments if you know it.
So now we move into Destiny, and it's her brunch, and Destiny is looking really nice. She walks in, and the first thing she does is hit on the bartender, talking about his blue eyes.
Mad cringy.
Ew, very cringy. She's announcing that she's single now, and it's like, Destiny, calm down. It's coming off way too strong, and it's very disingenuous.
It's performative.
It's very.
I'm happy. I'm single.
No.
Huh?
Girl. So then Mel comes in, and Mel is looking snatched. as well. And then they all like, you know, laugh and then they go sit down. Mel lets Destiny know that she invited Tiffany and that they may know each other because they're both from the Chamber of Commerce or something like that. Then Destiny said that she almost didn't even have this brunch because she had such a bad day yesterday. And Mel's like, why would you not tell me? Like, I could have been there for you.
I don't know why she's trying to be like so stoic and just, I'm so brave and I could just hold it all in. That's how people end up just crumbling. Like when you hold all your emotions in like that, you can't shake up a Pepsi bottle and think it's not gonna go nowhere. Like,
right.
That energy has to go somewhere.
It does.
So you might as well let it out to your friend who is going through literally the same situation.
Crazy. Mel is like, it's crazy to me how she did not tell me or she's not letting me know these things. And I really thought that we were closer than that. And I understand because, yo, I told you everything that I went through when I went through my divorce. It was public. The whole world saw it. And now you're going through something the same. And you can't even call me to let me know so I could be there for you. We could be there for each other.
Hello.
Because also a part of talking to other people when you're going through something is that helps you too.
Right.
We could vent to each other. We could be there for each other. So she's like, maybe we're not as close as I thought.
I understand everybody processes things differently.
Right.
But it's just like, to me, if I'm your friend, I would want to be there for you in that moment.
Right.
So why would I just don't understand. I guess she's just different. Me, I can't just hold all that stuff in. Like I would have to call her and tell her what's going on and like talk through it. You know, because even the talking through it just helps you clear out your head.
It helps.
So,
it helps a lot.
I don't know, child.
And then for her to go in her confessional, Destiny go into her confessional and say, yeah, you know, I really needed this because I've been going through hell these past few months. Well, sis, we wouldn't know. You don't tell us nothing. So it's like for you to bring up how much you're going through and how you almost didn't show up the day before and all these things, like nobody, like I don't want to say nobody cares, but nobody can really understand.
Really feel you.
Yeah, I can't feel empathetic because you're so closed off.
And you trying to make it like, no, I'm fine though. Look at me. I'm great. Do I look sad? Because I'm not.
Right.
Like,
so then Kimmy comes in and they're talking about how Destiny is single now. And Kimmy's like, uh-oh, I felt like I walked into the wrong conversation. And then Destiny is like, no, sit down. Cheers. This is a celebration. I'm divorced now. And Kimmy's like, no, sis, that's sad as hell.
how do Kimmy start crying?
Yo, empathetic, sad, hurt. Come on, because it's real. Divorce is
And
not.
see, the fact that Kimmy started crying, this was like, please, you could have made me cry. So it's like, okay, so you're just holding it in? You got a room full of your friends, and you're holding in all these emotions. Why?
So it's not a cheers. It's not a
Right.
oh, thank God I'm single.
Why do you feel like you
I-
gotta put on a front?
Right.
I don't know. So Kimmy just basically says, well, whatever you want, I'm on. If you feel like this is the best decision for you, then I'm happy for you. I'm here for you. So then Tiffany walks in.
Woo.
I don't. Oh, Suga, I know you were coming. What's up?
So Destiny's like, you look familiar. Tiffany's like, oh, yeah, you think? Maybe, possibly, could have been. I might have met you at Mel's house one time back in 1936. I'm not sure. And Destiny's like, oh, yeah, Mel and Martell used to throw a lot of big parties. It's probably one of them.
Yeah.
So then Mel's like, oh, y'all, Tiffany just got married. And Kimmy's like, oh, yeah, girl, we heard all about your little marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So then Kimmy in her confessional says, yeah, we all heard about her marriage. It was all in the newspaper and everything because she threw a surprise wedding at a baseball field.
Who? A surprise wedding?
It's just so much to absorb.
Who does that? Who does that?
So you're not going to wait for him to propose to you. Let me get this straight. Were you like in dress, ready to go, family and friends all around? Surprise! We're getting married!
I was surprised that she threw a surprise wedding for her husband. I waited 7 years for Maurice to propose. I just kind of went there on a surprise wedding.
No, baby, what did you?
I would never. They say never say never.
So then, Tiffany and Kimmy are talking about, oh yeah, they know each other because their sons play sports together. Monster and her youngest son play sports together, and they're talking about the age difference between, Monster and Jaylen, and then her 2 kids. And out of nowhere, she's like,
hold on, I'm trying to recall. Was he vaping in the bathroom or something?
Who's that?
Monster is vaping in the bathroom.
Girl, what?
What? One, where did that come from?
Right.
2, that is a child. If he got into some trouble at school or what have you, why are you bringing that up into a girl's birthday celebration in a room full of adults? Why are you telling that child personal business?
That's really, really pathetic and low.
Yes. Also, where are we going from here? So if you say, wasn't Monster vaping in the bathroom? I'll be like, oh yeah, he was. Now what? What was your point of bringing that up?
Bringing that up, we was just talking about football. Like, what the hell?
Right. Why? Girl. So then Kimmy was talking about Jaylen, and Destiny comes out of nowhere talking about, oh yeah, because Jaylen. Girl, I will hop over this. Are you crazy?
I don't like that.
It's your birthday. You can get beat if you want to.
Okay.
Not my son.
Not my son.
Not my son who just graduated college and you're newly divorced and you're way older than him.
No.
Why are you trying to? You're my friend. Why are you trying to date my son?
You just had a baby. You just went through a divorce. So you want to come with my son with your million trillion bags of baggage and talk about some he liked me a little bit? Girl.
What?
You better stop.
Destiny.
You ain't making my son no stepdaddy. He just got out of college. Girl, go on.
Got his whole life ahead. You better get out of here.
Leave him alone.
You better, Destiny, get you a good therapist since you don't want to talk to nobody else.
Yeah, right?
Get you a good therapist. Get all that out because I don't know what's going on. I don't want you out here, sis, seeking any type of validation from anywhere.
Right. So then Tiffany brings up, oh, you were married? I didn't know you were married. And then they're like, yeah, I was married. And then she's like, oh, I remember. Oh, I can't with Tiffany, and almost like the amnesia just kicks in and like, oh, I know now.
Selective memory she got.
She knows that he won the prize and that she was there.
So you went from, I didn't even know you were married to, oh, not only do I know your husband, I met your husband. I met you and your husband. I met you and your husband I met him at an event that he won an award. You knew he won an award. You knew a year.
Girl. Oh, so then she brings this up, this whole weird scenario that she said that she liked her dress that she was wearing yesterday, and Destiny was like, that wasn't me, and then it was a whole awkward situation. But why are you bringing it up now?
So Destiny's at a birthday party where she is freshly, right out the pack, divorced, just had a baby, and what you decide you want to do, when you weren't even invited, Mel invited you, you was a plus one, bring up the fact that her husband, who she's newly divorced from, who she just had a baby with, might have possibly been cheating on her when they were together at her birthday party in front of all her friends. And then she goes to her confessional and says, I wasn't trying to be messy. I wasn't trying to make her upset. Sis, what was your intent?
Because you literally laughed as she was walking away.
What was the intention, or what good did you think could possibly come from you bringing that up at that point in time? Honestly, you could have swallowed that and never brought that to see the light of day.
and it would have been no harm, no foul.
At all. Because their divorce, relationship's over. What's the point of bringing it up now?
Right. And then there's like no remorse,
zero,
no accountability.
And then she got up and went to the bathroom after I just told her that her freshly divorced husband was cheating on her. And I just feel like that's really dramatic.
How dramatic is she? I mean, it's her birthday. She can cry if she wants to, but wow.
You thought that was cute?
See, and this is my thing too. You know firsthand what it's like to be divorced. But then you show up with this? Yo,
it's the man thing.
Destiny, you need to talk about it.
Right.
She should not be able to say things like that and get you to that point. You should be like, well, okay, I don't care. He's not mine anymore, so what? And I understand what she said was messed up. It was disrespectful and she wanted a reaction out of you. But if you were talking about it, if you were actively working through it, if you had people next to you who were by your side supporting you, you would not have had that reaction. You need to talk to Mel. You need to get a friend group together. Y'all need to be there for each other and just, you know, help yourselves through this. What you're going through is not small stuff. It's big stuff. So you faking like you don't need anybody, you'll be all right.
And that's going to have long-term effects if you just hold all that stuff in and you don't try to work through that. It's going to roll over into your next relationship.
Yeah.
It could possibly change you as a person. Don't do this.
It could even affect how you are as a mom to your son. If he start looking like his daddy, like, yo, the resentment, it just doesn't go away. You have to get through it. You have to work through it. So, yes.
Hopefully she does.
Yes, we hope so. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for making it to the end of this video and for watching with us. Thank you guys for also just being a part of the conversation. We love to talk with you guys, so don't forget to hit us up in the comments and let us know what you're thinking about this video and also all the shenanigans, especially our new girl.
Let's talk about Tiffany, shall we?
Let's talk about her, okay?
God, you know we try to keep it positive on this channel.
We got some words for Tiffany.
That girl is mean-spirited. She ain't right.
She's not. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. When you subscribe, definitely hit the notification bell so you can know when we drop a new video. And also follow us on all our socials at Sugar and Spice 88 at Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook. And we look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye.
Good morning.
Good energy.
Today we gonna spread
good energy.
Today we gonna share
good energy.
I go to work.
Today gonna be a great day.
Good
Wake
energy.
up, thank God, drink water, meditate.
Good
First
energy.
5 minutes will dictate your whole day. All about that positivity and raising up your frequency.
Good
If you
energy.
negative, you will get removed immediately.
Good
Say
energy.
eat clean, alkaline, nourishing.
Good
What you
energy.
put